Oh, Jesus. Okay. I've never opened the... You know I deleted my data for the mod, but I didn't think it wasn't going to not save how loud I had it. Ugh. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome back to the festival.
Welcome back.
So it's been a hot while, a hot minute, like a year, I think, 2, maybe.
Probably 2
That's
years.
it, 2 years since we've played the festival, but we are back. So my reasoning. It's been a while, honestly, and I kind of wanted to replay it again. But also because I had a weird question about this mod. Because I remember last time we played it, we went for Natsuki, but I remember you could make poem words for Monica, and I was actually genuinely curious about what happens if you did that. But I also just wanted to revisit this mod because it's been such a long time since I played it. And I remember it being like one of like the first mods that I played on the channel that like I really enjoyed. That's finished. Before people are like, but Zero, what about Summer? That's finished. That one is unfinished, so. But yeah, let's see what goes on in the world of the festival. Plus, seems like some people in the Twitch chat are actually new to this, so they didn't even see this playthrough on my channel. So this is new. This is totally new to them. But this is gonna be interesting. This also might affect the ranking. I told this to the Twitch chat, but this also might affect my ranking of this mod I have on the tier list because it's been such a long time since I played it. I'm not even sure about everything that actually took place in this mod. I just know Wallace is there.
He's there.
He is a character. Yeah, let's begin.
Hi again, Zero. It's so great to see you again. It's been a while, hasn't it? I should probably brief you on what's going on. The game has changed a bit since the last time you were here. What you're about to play takes place after the entirety of what you call Act 1. But I don't want to force you to play through that again, so you have a few options. You can either write a few poems for me, or you can just answer a few questions about my fellow club members. I need this information to be able to set up the game to be like you actually played it again.
Wish Purist did this. How was it that the festival did this before Purist did? And the festival came out before Purist.
So what'll it be?
Input choices. Way easier.
Okay, so in order to set up the game properly, I need to know how you would have played through Act 1 so I can set the variables accordingly. So I'm going to ask you a few questions. To start, which of my fellow club members did you like the most? Besides me, of course.
Aw. That was my answer! My favorite club member is okay, so the real question is, am I gonna go for a different one this time? Because technically last time we played this we picked Natsuki. So should we pick like Sayori this time? Just so we can at least have the festival if we go with Sayori. Even though I am somebody who can never see Sayori as a love interest personally. I see a bunch of just Yuris and Sayoris. I don't know which one. I'm just gonna go with Sayori. Oh, yeah, wait, why is there this option? Last I checked, Monica, this wasn't a variable. Like, what the fuck? Like, this one's just personal. This is not even like a fucking, which one did you like? This one's just personal. This isn't a, actually, no, it is a variable because every single word has points. So whoever has the least amount of points, that would technically be
how they act towards you.
Does it? Is that why Natsuki punches you? I thought she'll punch you just because you make a poem for Yuri.
Their dialogue.
Oh no, wait, because if you pick Yuri, Natsuki will be the one that gets the least amount of points because all Yuri words give Natsuki the least amount of points. So Natsuki will always be the least popular one, I think, if you go down Yuri's route because of that. Which leads to her being a bitch to you. It's just...
It's something like that. It's like each girl like gets a certain amount.
Yeah, because everyone gets points. That's what I'm saying, and I'm pretty sure all of Yuri's words.
Dialogue changes depending.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure, like I said, all of Yuri's words, every single one of them, Natsuki gets the least amount of points for them. So it will always be Natsuki will always be the one that you like the least just because of that.
And which of them did you like the least?
You know what? For the funny.
I didn't see. Did you pick
I
Natsuki?
picked Natsuki for the funny. I already picked Sayori. I mean, we picked Yuri, I think, last time, so we have to go with a new option for the funny.
If you could choose to spend the weekend with one of the club members and help them prepare for the festival, who would it be?
Pick Natsuki. That would physically not make sense. Why would we be like, Natsuki's my least favorite, but I hung out with her over the weekend? Like, what? Why did you do that? That was pretty brutal, even by my standards. It would make the most sense to pick Yuri. Oh, wait, we have to go with Yuri, because like I just said, they all have to be new fucking options, so Yuri.
And let's say, hypothetically of course, if Sayori were to confess her love for you, what would you do?
Confess my love back. Just because that's the one we would pick.
Okay, well that's all the questions I have. I think I said all the variables right, but bear with me if it's not absolutely perfect. I have to go now. I guess I'll see you in a second, Zero.
Alright. Time to play this. I actually don't remember, like, anything about this mod, just besides the fact that Wallace cucks you. And, like, that you have to do something with the files close to the end. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. You know, the one I hate. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. God, what the fuck? And not Natsuki.
Not Natsuki. Fuck Natsuki.
I was gonna say, my God. Knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too.
Zero, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early.
That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica's placing little booklets on each of the dokis and each of the desks on each of the dokis. Ah!
How did you read that?
Monica, get these booklets off me.
How did you read it like that?
I don't know. I just read Doki for some reason.
Doki.
On each of the desks in the classroom. It must be the one she prepared that has all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online and I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So, that's the one I'll be performing.
I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you.
Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. Say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. Suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all.
You should take a little responsibility for her, Zero. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday.
Monica, you didn't read this in the Plus playthrough. Here's your chance.
What? No, I don't want to do this right now.
Aw, you don't want to? Okay. I gave you the chance because all you wanted to. Because remember, you were upset that you couldn't. So I was like, if you don't want to, I'll do it. Fine, yeah. I get to say it. I like saying it.
You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know?
Exchange? Monica, you know about that?
Of course I do. I'm the club president after all.
But... I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? Also, when would she tell her about it? I thought she went back into her house. That we're a couple now? I don't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. I don't know the full story at all, so...
Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think.
Eh? Like as being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that.
Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice.
Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Flip through the pages. Member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. Recognize Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the ones she practiced.
Bingo.
It has something to do with bingo. It's one that I haven't read before. This isn't bingo! Thank you for the $40, MP Wellen. Thanks for your content. You got me through quarantine my first year at work, but Sayori's best, girl. Thank you. Thank you for the $40, and I'm glad you were able to enjoy the content. I assume this mod got some kind of update. Nope, it's the same. It did get like a small. It did get us like a small update. I just wanted to revisit it. Yeah, so you guys know the thing. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. Yeah, we all know the poem. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach.
Zero? What's wrong?
Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that. I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so...
Oh. Well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay?
I quickly leave the classroom.
Don't strain yourself.
Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? Could have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. Not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. It's all she needs. What I want to give her. Reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer, since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She is a heavy sleeper. Swallow. I believe I ended up doing this after all. Picking her up in her own house. Really is something that a boyfriend would do, isn't it? In any case, this feels right. That's Sayori's room. Knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. No response. They didn't want to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori? There's a large lump under the covers of Sayori's bed. Sayori. Sayori!
Ah!
Lump rises suddenly. The covers falling away to reveal Sayori.
Zero! Is that you? What time is it?
That's the time you need to be up by, dummy. Come on, we gotta go. Monica's waiting for us.
Monica's...
He looks at me puzzled. The festival?
Oh, shoot!
He starts looking around the room frantically.
I'm not ready for this!
He moves around the room, picking through the items strewn everywhere.
I was supposed to die! I wasn't ready!
The bun lives on. They were 220 bits at Sonic. He moves around the room. Oh yeah, right, read that. He finds her school uniform and places it gently on the bed before turning back towards me.
I don't know if I can handle this today, Zero.
Of course you can. That's the festival. You've been preparing for this for so long.
I know, but... Maybe it's a sign that I didn't wake up in time this morning. I really don't think I should go, Zero.
Come on, Sayori. You're already up anyway. Let's go. Sayori looks at me, tears welling up in the corners of her eyes. And I realize that I'm yelling at her. Feeling of guilt washes over me. Am I forgetting what I promised myself? What I promised her? Don't have to worry. I'll be there with you the whole time.
But I don't think I'll be able to read my poem in front of other people, Zero. It's
fine. Talk to Monica, and I'm sure she'll be willing to let you skip that part. I promised you that I'd be here with you every step of the way. I'm sticking by that.
Okay.
Plus, you put a lot of work into preparing for this. You'll be there when it pays off. I'm sure Monica and the rest of the club would be happy just to see you there supporting them while they read their poems.
I guess you're right.
Now, you need to get dressed, and don't expect me to help you. Because that's weird. Why would you help her? That's kind of creepy. Actually, that sounds like something Sayori would probably ask somebody to do. Never mind. So are we gonna ask Sayori why she made that fucked up poem? I mean, I wouldn't. That would be a very awkward conversation.
Yeah.
That would just kind of lead to more issues, I think. I think it's better to just leave that. Leave that alone. In a moment, we're outside. Glad that I went back to wake Sayori up. Let me stop outside the club room for a second. Going to be fine, Sayori.
As long as you're here with me.
Sarah cracks a slight smile, but I can tell she still doesn't want to be here. I grab her hand, and we enter the room together. The room has more people in it than I've ever seen before. A group of desks assembled into a makeshift table, on top of which sits Natsuki's cupcake arrangement. Yuri's banners are hung around the room from the ceiling and walls. Monica sees us and walks over, a look of relief on her face.
Zero! Thank God you made it. I was afraid we were gonna have to start without you.
I'm glad too. I wouldn't want to miss this. Hey, Monica. Pull her by her arm over to the corner of the room. I should have a question mark. I barely got Sayori to come to the festival, and she's really nervous about the poem performances. Is it okay if she doesn't present hers?
That should be fine, I guess. You know, Zero, you're such a great boyfriend. If only she could see that.
I blush. Thanks. Monica stands there for a second, smiling at me before turning back towards the rest of the people.
Okay, everyone. We're about to start, so if everyone could find a seat, then we can begin.
We're back over to Sayori and grab her hand. Lead her over to a group of 4 desks right at the front of the room. Sit down in adjacent desks, just behind Natsuki and Yuri. Turn my attention back to Monica as the rest of the room settles down.
Okay, everyone, I guess I should introduce myself. I'm Monica, president of the Literature Club. At that desk over there is my vice president, Sayori.
Monica points towards Sayori. Timidly forces a smile and turns around to the rest of the room, giving a little wave.
One of the activities we like to do in the Literature Club is to write and share poems. Today, we have a selection of poems that our members have written that they'll now present for us. To start, I'll be reading my own poem, The Way They Fly. Ahem.
Oh, I forgot the festival actually added their poems. Right, I think they actually read them.
Oh yeah.
I think Blue Skies does that too, though.
They take flight, soaring over the land. Cheerful, comfortable, qualified. Able to see the world, yet sightless. They fly with their wings out wide, only to close them in and dive. Seemingly going to hit the ground, but still rising once more. They fly with wariness, hiding themselves however they can, afraid of showing themselves, but opening up to trust. They fly with hesitation, unsure of where they want to go. The ones committed, unable to stop themselves, but despite the way they fly, they still fly. While I'm stuck to the ground.
Nice.
A leaf unable to blow away into the wind. A child caught by the arm by a parent. A dog leashed to a pole. Not free to spread my wings wide. Not free to hide myself. Not free to let myself go. That's the way they fly. And I can never do that. Thank you.
The room erupts in clapping.
And now, you're with her poem, After Image of a Crimson Eye.
And before they just skip Yuri's poem. Except for Yuri. Yuri doesn't get her poem.
Yeah, fuck Yuri.
Yuri stands up, timidly walking to the front of the classroom, her pamphlet in hand.
Ahem. After Image of a Crimson Eye. I see a crimson world, my eyes wide open. A quick glance, but I'm instantly burned. Eyes blinking, mind racing, heart beating. Body pulsing, stomach churning, face tingling. I can't escape it. I can't fight it. It takes hold of me. It controls me. It is me. I feel compulsive. I think repulsive. I act impulsive. I want it. I don't. I do.
Yuri pauses.
It's receding. It's reality. It's me. I collapse. I breathe. I'm sorry. It's okay. I try to forget. I try to resist. I remember. Permanently stained in my mind. The after image of a crimson eye. Thank you.
The room erupts once more in clapping as Yuri makes her way back to her seat.
Thank you, Yuri. That was great. Now Natsuki with her poem, Jump.
I was like Yuri, like spitting bars almost. What was she doing? Yuri was like giving me her freestyle almost. Like, what's going on over there? Favorite 220 bits, it's Sonic. And never seen your playthrough of DDLC Festival, so this is my first time witnessing it. Yeah, I noticed that some people in the chat were saying that. So, I mean, there we go. First time for that. Thank you, Dragon for the resub. Need a refresher on this mod anyway. Haven't watched this in a while. Same. And thank you, Dr. Sweat, for the resub. He says, thanks to Just Lobatina for my sub gift. Once again, here to say that thank you for the emotes. And yeah, keep it up. Thank you.
Now Natsuki with her poem, Jump.
Natsuki stands up and makes her way to the front of the room before situating herself behind the podium.
Ahem. Jump. How do the frogs know how to jump? Who teaches dogs to bark? Who gave the toads their lumps? Whoever it was, left their mark. Why do eagles fly? Why do babies cry? Why do humans blunder? Why do we rip our world asunder? The frogs don't wonder. They just jump. Thanks.
I like that one. These are all very nice poems.
Yeah.
Room erupts in clapping.
That was cute, Natsuki. Thank you. Now Zero with As I Grew Older.
Oh no. I wrote this one. You know, I'm a pretty good writer. Obviously, of course. I get up, my legs shaking slightly with nervousness as I walk towards the front of the room. Oh, yeah, I was about to say, did they just skip mine? Okay, but no, they're changing the point of view. That makes sense. I place my pamphlet on the podium. I'm slightly to either side of it. I lean on it a little bit, realizing how many people actually showed up. What if I read it wrong? Will people realize I didn't actually write this poem? Push those thoughts out of my head. Over at Sayori, staring back at me with a slight smile that I can tell is genuine. I have to do this for her. My girlfriend. Take a deep breath. As I grew older. It was a long time ago. But it was there then, in front of me. Bright like a sun. My dream. And then the wall rose. Rose slowly. Slowly. Between me and my dream. Rose until it touched the sky. The wall. Shadow. I am black. I lie down in the shadow. No longer the light of my dream. Yes, Monica. Do you mind There are people in the peanut gallery.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Who is that guy? Get him out of here! Who's that girl? No longer the light of my dream before me, for he is black. Above me, only the thick wall. Wall thick. Only the shadow. My hands! My dark hands! Oh!
What is happening to you?
What is happening in this poem? Oh my god! What is going on? Break through the wall. Find my dream. Help me to shatter this darkness. Smash this night. Break the shadow into 1,000 lights of sun. To 1,000 whirling dreams. Of sun. Thank you. The fuck was that? Turned into a Final Fantasy fucking battle. What was that? I can barely hear the sound of clapping as the adrenaline in my body drowns out the rest of the world.
Wow, that was really good, Zero. Thank you.
A wave of relief washes over me as I walk back to my seat. As I sit down, Sayori leans over and whispers to me.
You did a really good job, Zero.
Thanks, Sayori. Couldn't have done it if you weren't here. Gives me a small smile. Pretty sure this one is sincere. Glad if she's finally enjoying the festival, even if it's only a little bit. Back towards the front of the room, where Monika's once again standing at the podium.
I just wanted to thank you all for coming and seeing what we're all about. I hope to see some of you at our next meeting. Until then, let's continue to enjoy these lovely cupcakes and tea.
Chatter of the busy room returns once again as people begin talking to one another. Try to make my way around the room, checking how things are going with each of the other club members. Monika's near the front of the room, trying to sell the club to a few of her popular friends. Natsuki's giving baking tips to a group of other girls, who all seem to be enjoying her cupcakes a lot. Yuri is pouring people tea as they pass by the refreshments table. And Sayori is busy chatting with a few of her friends from school in the corner. Everyone looks like they're having a lot of fun. Even Sayori. Before I know it, the festival's over, and the room is cleared.
I'm really proud of you guys. Your presentations were fantastic.
Wow, Natsuki doesn't have BS friends. Yeah, Natsuki has real friends. What is this? This isn't true. Where's girl 1 and girl 2?
Yuri, your posters are really great. And Natsuki, your cupcakes are amazing as always. Don't forget, we have a normal club meeting tomorrow, so write a poem to bring. Hopefully we'll have a few new faces there with us. That's all. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Group breaks up and goes their separate ways. Yuri to take down her banners, Natsuki to clean up her cupcakes, and Monika to pick up trash. That leaves just me and Sayori alone. Are you up for going to the rest of your classes?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Stand there for a few seconds. Thanks for coming with me to the festival.
What?
I don't know if I could have read my poem out loud if you hadn't been there.
I didn't even do anything.
Didn't have to. Just you being here was enough. Just look over and see you there supporting me.
Yeah, I guess.
Stand there for a few more seconds while Sayori stares at the floor.
Thanks for making me get up, Zero. I'm glad I came. It was a lot of fun.
See? I told you. I'm used to saying that. Oh, she's not here. I got away with that.
Yeah. Listen, Zero, I don't want you to get the wrong idea, but would it be okay if we just put the whole relationship thing on hold for a little bit?
That actually is probably the smartest thing Sayori has ever said. Like, that actually makes sense. Like, yeah, you probably should. Yeah. Because, like, her fucking... Like, her depression is kind of a bit too much. To have a relationship on top of that, it is very stressful. Like, you probably should put it on hold.
It's just a lot to deal with all of a sudden.
That's okay, Sayori. Whatever you need.
Thanks, Zero.
Alright, well, we don't want to be late for class, so we should go.
Yeah.
Our ways, head towards the door. Oh my god, the MC's actually smart, too! He wasn't like, what? She's breaking up with me! He was like, okay, you can still be friends. Sure. Like, yeah, that's how it should be. I open it and I walk down the hallway towards my homeroom. The rest of the day feels like a bore after the events of this morning. Soon enough, it's over, and as the bell rings, everyone flies out of class. I wait for Sayori after school, and we walk home together.
I didn't tell you yet, Zero, but in one of my classes, someone came up to me and asked when the literature club meets.
That's really great, Sayori. Think we'll have a lot of new members tomorrow?
I hope so. It'll be nice to have a few new faces.
I'm not thrilled myself about having new members. But she makes a point about new faces. I'll see you tomorrow then. Right, Sayori?
Yeah.
Sayori disappears off towards her own house. I should be happy. Seems like Sayori is having a much better time than she was this morning. And new members will continue to keep her moves like this. I guess I'll be fine with it. But for now, time to get started on my next poem. You say I should be happy? Why aren't you? There she is! Oh my god! Alright, now I gotta figure out how to make fucking Monica poems. Alright, let's do this! I gotta figure this shit out! I will figure it out. Is it email? Damn it! I gotta figure it out. I gotta use my powers. I gotta figure this shit out. Alright. Damn it, the Snotskis. Gotta look for new words there. I gotta look for new words. I don't recognize any of these. This will take a while. No! Damn it! This is annoying. Dave's coming again. Are there even any new words? Can you even make one for Monica yet? I don't even think you can. None of these are working. She doesn't have, I don't think she has any. At least yet. Because there's physically no words for her. Just click her. I don't think you can yet. Okay, well. I don't think we can yet. I think later in the mod you can do it. I think later you can do that. I think in the first one, I don't think you can. Because, like, there's physically no words for her. Because all of these are the same words as you have before. Even vanilla, nightgown, judgment, fucking sparkle. Like, yeah. Alright, well, let's make one for Sayori. I'm clicking ones I think could be Monica, but yeah, they're all going to Yuri, so yeah. Fuck! Make your Sayori fuck! Fuck! Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Uh-oh. Bottled. There we go. Defeat? Yeah, okay. Family. Vin Diesel. Cinnamon bun.
Hello.
You can't make a Monica poem yet, I'm pretty sure, because the words aren't appearing for her.
Okay.
I think we have to wait. I think later we can make a Monica poem.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking, at least. No! Fuck. What would Sayori's be? Imagination. No! We made a Yuri poem, didn't we? It doesn't fucking matter.
Zero!
Being there every morning used to be annoying, but now I've gotten used to it. Almost like it's not really morning without her. Good morning.
So
What?
are you excited for today?
What do you mean?
You know, it's today.
Nothing special is happening today, Sayori. I don't know what you're talking about.
Something is.
What?
I guess you just have to wait and see.
I hate it when she's the one who's teasing me. Well, that's probably good. Especially after last weekend. arrive at school and part ways.
Welcome back, Zero. Today's the big, well, second big day.
Huh?
Today we get to find out who's going to join the club.
Oh, right. I'm not super stoked on the idea of having new club members. But seeing the look of pure joy on Monica's face when she talks about it makes it seem like it can't be that bad.
I'll wait to start the meeting until a few new people show up. I don't want them to feel excluded because we started without them.
Good idea. 10 minutes pass, and there's still no one in the club room except for me and the other girls. Monica seems like she's starting to freak out a little bit, although I'm not sure exactly why.
I talked to so many people at the festival, and they all seemed really interested in the club. Maybe they're all just faking it. Maybe no one really cared about the club. They just wanted to be nice to me.
Monica looks down, disappointment consuming her expression.
Don't talk like that, Monica.
It's odd to see Monica and Sayori switch places like this.
I personally think the club is fine the way it is. You don't need anyone else.
I agree with Natsuki. I like it just being us.
Nice.
Sayori shoots me a worried glance. Looks like she's about to say something when Monica interrupts her.
I know, and I love the club the way it is.
Monica sighs audibly.
I just thought it'd be nice to have some new members. Few new faces with fresh poem ideas. But I guess that doesn't matter because we aren't going to get any. Monica, I'm sure people want to join the club. Maybe they just didn't realize that there was a meeting today. They made it awfully clear when the next meeting was during the festival.
I can see tears start to well up on the corners of Monica's eyes. That really means a lot to her, doesn't it?
It's fine, guys. Really. I have accepted that it just wasn't meant to...
Monica's interrupted by the door opening. All of us stop, dead still. Monica feels like an eternity of suspense. A stranger walks in. It turns out to just be like Yuri. She's just late.
Sorry I'm late.
It's him! Done! Look at him. Fucking long ass arms. Hi, I'm...
Wallace!
Monica bounces over to him in excitement. Her sadness from a second ago instantly washing away. She throws her arms around him in an embrace.
I was hoping you'd come. I was starting to become afraid that you just said yes to get me off your back.
I made you a promise, and I never let you down, Monica. Monica stares at him with a loving gaze.
I'm so glad you decided to come after all. Have you met the other club members?
Monica gestures towards us. I think so. Yuri, Natsuki, Sayori, and... hesitates for a moment, staring at me with a look of slight embarrassment. Zero. I extend my hand to him, and he shakes it in return. We all stand there for a second in silence, adjusting to each other's presences.
Did you remember to write a poem? If you didn't, that's fine.
Yeah, I whipped something up last night.
That's great. I'd feel bad if you had to sit back and watch us have all the fun. Well then, you know what time it is. Okay, everyone. Let's show Wallace what our club is all about.
Or I want to share with Wallace. Hey, yo, Wallace, let's share. I want to share with Wallace first. Wallace, get out. Why does everyone beat me to Wallace? I want to share with Wallace. I should start with the new guy. I'm interested to see what kind of person will just join the literature club. I guess it's good. I'm confused. What do you mean, you guess it's good? Well, I mean, poems are supposed to be artistic and stuff, but yours is just... My face starting to turn red. Just what? Say it! Small fire starting to burn inside of me. Makes no sense! It's literally just a bunch of random words written on a page. Crap! He caught us!
How dare you?
Whatever floats your boat, dude. Like, you do you. I just... Honestly, I think it's pretty stupid. hate this man. He's being honest.
Being
He even said you do you. He just thinks the poem's dumb. Why does everyone honestly kind of based? Okay, and honesty isn't allowed here. What? It's like he just went full bipolar and put as many happy and sad words as he could all over a page. Who does this guy think he is? Saying the truth to me. Joining the club randomly and then accusing me of writing bad poetry? Let me see what you wrote then. Be my guest. Oh yeah, brand new world. Brand new world. Wake up from an eternal sleep. A bright shining sun calling to me. Join the world. Walk outside, seeing things I've never seen before. It seems so familiar, yet so strange. People greet me as old friends, but I barely recognize them. I feel out of place, yet made to be here. Every day, it's a brand new world. Foreshadowing. I'm sorry, dude. It's nothing personal. I just don't like the poem. Well, that's how I write, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. Wallace is actually not being that bad of a guy. Why are we being a dick?
I think we're like jealous. I think
I'm gonna be honest here. Wallace isn't being that bad here. We're actually kind of the asshole. Like, we're actually kind of the dickhead here. Like, Wallace is just like, it's nothing personal. I don't like the poem. Natsuki's contagious. We've been hanging out with Natsuki too much. Where'd you learn it from? Huh? Your style. I don't know, it just came naturally. Before joining the club, I hadn't really written any poetry before, so it's not fully developed or anything. Wait, if you don't write poetry, then why did you join this club? Wallace glances behind himself casually, looking towards where the other club members are standing before turning back to me. His face is bright with a cheeky expression that transforms into a knowing stare. Actually, what? My face began to get hot again. What were you going to say? Nothing. Never mind. Maybe just try to write something more straightforward next time. The bad part is he wrong? That's literally why we joined! Like, literally the reason MC joined the club was for the girls. Wallace is just saying the truth and people are afraid of it. People are just afraid of the truth. People hate him because he speaks the truth. That's literally what it is. People are just mad at Wallace because he spoke the truth. Anyway, show my poems to Monica. Even though it's not a Monica poem.
This is really good. It caught me a little by surprise.
Is that a good thing?
Of course, assuming you do it right. It was just a little different from the one you wrote for the festival.
A wave of embarrassment washes over me.
This one is really unique, and I can tell you put a lot of thought into it.
It really wasn't that innovative.
Zero, don't be afraid to give yourself some credit. You've improved a lot since you first joined the club. I think you're due for a little praise. Would you like to read my poem now?
Of course. Poetry.
A jumble of words on paper, set to a broken, uneven rhyme. It tugs at people's souls, just the edge of a thought, a feeling. It's nothing more than scraps, just an echo of a thought. Less and more meaning than they see. Is it symbolic, or simply a jest, designed to pull them away? Each inked thought drips with emotion, a snapshot of a moment. It breaks. How to write it down clearly, how to tell this tale. A jumble of words is enough. They see beauty in the incomplete. And
that was great. I thought it was really interesting that you decided to describe poetry in a poem. Really meta, but it works.
Yeah. You understood the ending, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I should make it a bit more straightforward.
No, it's fine. In fact, I don't like straightforward. If someone doesn't understand your poem, you shouldn't have to change it so they can. You almost always lose a part of it in the process.
Well, I'm glad we're in agreement. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. A common problem people face when writing is figuring out what to write about.
Oh.
It's almost always hard to start if an idea isn't readily trying to burst out of your head. You start to worry about the details and want to make sure that it's going to be perfect before starting. But you need to buckle down and start writing whatever feels right. Even if it's not that good, it's always nice to have a place to start. Otherwise, you could sit there for hours getting nothing done. And anyways, that's why we have erasers. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Are you saying this because Wallace roasted UMC? He doesn't like straightforward. Well, actually, no, I think Wallace and... Well, see, Monica and Wallace have very differing views, though, you could see. Because Wallace was like, just try not to be so straightforward. And then Monica was like... And Monica's telling him to just do what he wants to do. So, they actually have conflicting ideas, which is something that's kind of interesting. They have conflicting advice. Anyway, Sayori.
I really liked how you wrote this one. You're getting really good at transporting your reader into your bittersweet story. Doing that's not easy, especially with such little experience.
Really not that good.
You're so silly, Zero. You must really be learning a lot from Monica.
Oh, really? I think I got my inspiration from somewhere else. Give Sayori a playful wink.
Who?
I roll my eyes.
Your skull really that thick?
Or is this just part of her act? A little bit of both. Or is this a part of her act? Yes, I think. I think yes is the right answer to both of those.
You can be really confusing sometimes. Anyways, you ready to read mine?
Of course. Broken flowers.
Petals drip down on the floor. Flashes of color, bright and soft. I collect them up and hold them close. Their scent is sweet. It fades. Petals rust and crumble.
Rust? Wait, petals can rust? What? Petals can't rust.
Well, crust probably like get all hard and crumbly.
I guess.
I walk back to the floor. There are no more colored droplets. The flowers that wept are gone. Only death remains.
Jesus. It's poetry, Zero. Shh, metaphors. I scan the poem and notice it's different than what Sayori usually writes. After what happened over the weekend, I realized all the subtle, depressing messages that have been in her poems the whole time. Oh my god, I missed all these!
Oh my god!
This one isn't trying to hide it.
Zero? Did you like it?
The sound of her voice pulls me away from my thoughts. It was really good. I stopped myself. Probably best not to press her about her feelings right now. Just thought it was interesting how you used flowers. What kind of analysis was that?
Oh! It's depressing, isn't it?
No, it's fine. If that's what you feel, let it out in your poetry. It's better for Sayori to get her feelings out in her poetry, rather than let them control her life.
Thanks, Zero.
Thanks for sharing. Alright, Natsuki.
It's fine.
Fine? You're certainly getting better, but don't expect me to shower you with compliments just because you're improving. I guess I'll have to really earn it then.
You can try. Anyways, here's mine. Jump and leap, spin and shout, bounce and jostle, all about. Play the game, we'll have fun, racing through until we're done.
That was cute. Doesn't even have a title, but it's cute. Look over the poem, and notice Natsuki's signature cute and simple style. This is good. I like how it's cute. My style isn't cute! Haven't we been over this? I wasn't finished. But I was going to say that it's cute and simple. Every line is so purposeful and rhyming it's so purposeful, and the rhyming and rhythm are perfect together. Natsuki starts to blush. I'm just not quite sure if it has a deeper message that I'm not getting. I'm going to tell you. Either way, it's still good.
Thanks. Yes.
Now Yuri.
I liked it, but never mind. I really shouldn't say it.
Don't worry. I want you to tell me what you think. I won't take it personally.
I was going to say that this poem seems rather simple. I'm so sorry. I really shouldn't have said that to you. I mean, I guess it's better than what I was going to say. I was going to say it was garbage.
Seriously, there's no need to apologize. I appreciate your honesty.
Thanks for understanding. It makes me happy that we can speak candidly without it affecting our relationship. When I said simple, I meant that your poem lacked depth or description. It felt basic, like something Sayori Natsuki would write. I'm not saying that you're not skilled or anything. I'm just saying that you have the ability to do better than that. I've seen it, but you chose not to.
Hearing the disappointment in Yuri's voice hurts on the inside.
I thought your poem from the festival was a particularly excellent example of that ability.
My heart begins to feel heavy with guilt.
About that.
Those were some valid points.
Thank you. Would you like to read mine?
Sure. Uh-oh. Well, chat, you guys can just read it on your own.
No, you gotta do it.
What do you mean I'm drinking?
You gotta do it.
Fairy tale.
The story begins. The girl sets out on the winding path, leaving behind the coziness of home, entering the unknown with twisted paths and broken trees. Shadows linger over the land. A wolf's howl carries far. Foreboding.
Does it say foreboding? Foreboding dodges?
Foreboding
Dodges.
dodges, yeah.
Foreboding dodges hen steps? Len step? What? Did I say Len or hen?
This is
Foreboding dodges her steps? Oh.
her steps. There you go.
Foreboding dodges her steps.
A stranger's words are tempting, I think.
Yes.
Stranger's words are tempting. They fell off another path. Beauty and peace and joy from
They
love.
tell of another
They
path.
tell of another path. Beauty and peace and joy from love. I like to imagine that like MC's trying to read this and Yuri's helping him. That twist away from what was thought or sought or taught. It's taught.
Todd.
The girl is blind, willfully follows, not checking the weight of his words. A hungry wolf sees her leave safely. The end is never reached. A girl sets out on a winding path. The chilly wind blows west. Changes have been carried forth.
Carried forth.
A new story begins.
There you go.
I did it! Clap for me!
With help. I don't know if the clap picked up on TeamSpeak.
I didn't.
Aw. I clapped.
Clap right next to your mic.
I did!
Oh.
It didn't work.
Normally, it's pretty easy to read and understand the poems, but Yuri's poems always force me to look extra carefully for each detail in order to get the full scope of the poem. Plus, it's really hard to read her handwriting. You did a really good job putting a vivid image in my head. Not only were you able to transport me to these places, but you also made me feel the impact of the character's choices. Oh, I forgot this is an old mod, so Yuri's face isn't gonna change.
It's okay.
Thank you, Zero. I love it when an author is able to transport you to a new place or make you feel emotion. It means a lot to me for you to say that I can do that.
You're welcome.
Well, thank you for sharing.
You too. Alright, it's actually been a while, so let me read some of these bits and things I got. H-Dog resub for 10 months. Thank you for the resub. It's Sonic, give a bunch of 220 bits. Just get your M1911 M1911 with the suppressor ready. He's getting his gun. Please don't shoot Wallace. He didn't do anything yet. Unloads with the suppressor. Never mind. Late for me to say that. He already shot it apparently in the next donation message. But then he said, remember, no Wallace. Okay then. I was late to say never not to do that. Llama gives 100 bits. I love all the girls are like, this is really good, I love it. And Wallace is like, this is just random words, are you bipolar? Yeah. And it's almost as if Wallace, it's almost as if there's something up with Wallace. I don't know, huh? It's kind of weird.
What's wrong with Wallace?
I don't know. Why can Wallace not see our poem?
I was really impressed with everyone's poems today. Especially yours, Wallace. You have a natural talent for poetry.
Monica's just buttering up the new member. Of course, of course.
Boris.
Thanks.
And that about wraps up all the time we have for this meeting. Thank you all for coming, and I'll see you with fresh poems tomorrow.
After saying goodbye to everyone and exchanging suspicious stares at Wallace, I leave the club room with Sayori. It's home and Sayori finally pipes up and asks the question I was afraid she was going to ask.
So, what do you think of Wallace?
He's fine.
It must be nice to have another guy in the club.
Nice. You could say that.
Well, Monica's really happy that he's here, so it's good that you two are getting along. Well, this is my stop. I'll see you tomorrow, Zero.
Bye, Sayori. Hopefully me and Wallace can find some way to get along. Just because he's another guy doesn't mean that we have to compete with each other. Plenty of girls to go around, after all. Gotta write a poem for tomorrow. Yeah, he can just go for Natsuki. Last playthrough, that's what we wanted. No, this is not a new version of the festival. I just decided to revisit it. It's called an M1911. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I don't really care about gun names, though. But thank you for the 220 bits. Alright. Can we make fucking poems for Monica yet?
No.
I don't think so. I don't think her words are here. I don't. Oh, we can! Alright, I gotta figure this out. Let's do this. Okay. Modification. Oh, I definitely got these. You gotta pick all the new ones.
There we go.
I got this one. You can't be. University. Yandere. Fucking. You gay. I got this one now. Assignment. Charade. Unknown.
Face. Oh.
Did somebody say
Question?
daydream? Not Sayori. Epiphany. Pixels. Yeah! What the fuck is this? I never got this before. What? Oh, this is great. Oh, this is cool. I didn't know this was here. What the fuck? Oh, that's cool. Whisper? No, damn it. Okay, Squid. Damn it, Natsuki! Fate. There we go, yeah. Game. Mouse, damn it, that's Natsuki. Alright. Goddess? Experience. Yeah, okay. And... Shopping! Nope, forgive. Damn it, that's Sayori, okay. Yuri looking like, what the fuck did you just do to me, Zero? Okay, I think I got a Monica poem. We got like a majority of Monica words. I've never seen, like, if you remember my last playthrough, I went for Natsuki last time in this. Because I just wanted to keep going for Natsuki, so I'm curious to see what happens if you go for Monica. Hiding